Today I'm going to be unblocking some gutters. Hi folks, welcome back. I figured today I was going to show you the plans of what we're planning on doing to this house, but I thought it would be much more interesting on Christmas Day of all days to unblock some gutters and get some other jobs, just little jobs done on the house that need to be done, and they're a little bit more urgent than the plans. So that one's kind of bumped up the ranks on the video charts, and I'm going to show you the plans hopefully next time. But yeah, let's have a look at what need done to these gutters at the front of the house. My neighbours are going to think I'm absolutely nuts, by the way. Oh, and I also need to fix this back door because it's sticking really badly to the point that I can't actually lock the door. So that's another job for today as well. So if you remember, in this front bedroom, we've got a bit of damp around the wall at the top here. I mean, it's not, well, it is a little bit damp to the touch. It's not like wet, but it is certainly something that needs to be looked at. And it might be something to worry about, or it might not, I'm not sure. That timber there seems to be solid, so I'm not too concerned, but it is certainly something that needs to be looked into. You can see we've got the dampness all kind of around that top corner there of the room. And one of the first things to check out in a problem like this, if you ever run into a problem like this, before you get too concerned and you start getting like damp specialists in and stuff like that, check the obvious first. Let's have a look at what's going on with the roof. Let's see what the gutters are like. I already know the gutters are a shameful mess, but I need to get up some ladders and have a look. Now, as per usual on this channel, please don't copy anything I do. I do things within my comfort bubble. If you want to wear a full harness, maybe have a helicopter above with some sort of winch to winch you down on the top of the house, just in case you fall, that's completely up to you. I will be taking my own risks, but yeah, don't kill yourself on ladders, because I need as many people as possible to be watching this channel, and I'd rather you didn't die. Now, as I say, please don't copy anything I'm doing here, because nothing about what I'm doing here is safe. All I can say is I've checked the ground, kind of the footing where the ladder is. It's not going to slip. It's absolutely solid, but to bring it out far enough, I've had to lean it right on the kind of edge of the eaves there, and I've checked it's solid. I've got a slight lean on the ladder to the left hand side, so if anything it's going to lean into the bay and it can't go any further. It's hopefully not going to slide to the right. It's not going to go down because I've checked the footing on it and it is all pretty secure. But as I say, please don't copy what I'm doing here, but I need to get a job done and I haven't got all day. And as per usual, I forgot my head mount for my GoPro, so I'm going to do this one-handed. Brilliant. As you can see, we've got a bit of grass in the gutter. Now I must interject just for a second. This is really important. If you haven't had your Christmas dinner yet, or perhaps you've only just had your Christmas dinner, or if you've got a delicate constitution in any way, then I suggest you perhaps pause this and come back to it a little bit later, because I'll pre-warn, it is going to get a little bit disgusting. Okay. I think we've got an answer for why we could keep hearing pigeons in the ceiling. And who was it who said you might have pigeons nesting under the solar panels? You were 100% correct. Wow, and they've been nesting there for a long time by the looks of it. We've got a lot of pigeon poop, and wonderfully the gutters are just full of slimy, awful, minging pigeon poop. I'm not entirely sure. I do want to take these solar panels out, but there's no way I'm clambering up there. I might have to get someone in to do that. They're at a weird angle. That one is kind of sloping down towards the top left, as you can see it there, which is a bit unusual. Anyone who knows about solar panels will probably know better than me whether or not these are worth keeping, but they look old. And yeah, I need to get this grass out. The other thing as well is that it looks like these tiles have slipped down a bit, so I'll try and push these back up, but I might sort that once I've got all this awful pigeon poop out the road. Jeez. Let's see if I can move these. Yeah, you see these tiles are not exactly secure. That one just literally came off. Okay. I'll probably get a roofer in to sort this out properly, but at least if I can get enough of a gap at the bottom here so that water actually goes into the gutter, that'll help. As I say, these tiles, they've just slipped down a bit, but I don't think they should slip down of their own accord. I don't know what should hold this bottom row of tiles in. Do they just sit there? Roofer, please let me know in the comments, because they seem to just like, I reckon if I pull that, that'll just come straight out. I'm not going to pull that. I don't think that would be a good idea. Suddenly find the entire roof just falls off. Anyway, let's try and set the camera up somewhere, and we'll try and clean this out. Now, even for me, that was quite dangerous and stupid. So, as I say, don't copy what I do. But even I think this next bit is even more dangerous. So, I'm actually going to bother to stabilise the ladder and try and... I can't do it with one hand. That's even... I think it's this bit here on the inside where we're seeing the dampness, and on the other side it looks fine, and on this side it looks fine. I can't see any places up there where water's obviously going to leak in. It all looks, I mean, there's a lot of moss on it, but that's not the end of the world. The pigeons are back under the thing. Let's see if I can see them. I can't see them from here. They're somewhere. Oh, hello. We've got a lot of grass, and as I say, I'm not sure if, with the gutters being so blocked, where the water's just wicking back up into the loft. Soil pipe's seen better days. Not sure about this giant gap here. Don't know where that leads. Probably into like a giant wasp's nest or something. Should that tile be over there? No, I think that needs a tile there. I'm just wondering because it's got that kind of cutout bit. Jesus. Unless the soil stack used to be in this corner and then they've moved it. It doesn't look like it. That looks like the original soil stack with a crazy overflow. Wow. That'll be doing diddly squat. So yeah, I'm just not sure about this big gap at the back there. Whether that's causing any problems. I would need to get right inside the loft to the back of here to see what's going on there. But yeah, old cast iron soil stack. Solid. Needs a lick of paint, but it's not going anywhere. At least there's not as much pigeon poop around here, so it's not quite as disgusting. And the good news is the solar panels over on this side look pretty clear underneath. So it was only those front ones that had the pigeons under them. This seems pretty good. Oh, nice. How am I going to get that out? See, this doesn't look great because you can see the lead here. Water could easily like wick back up inside here. I'm pretty sure that's not the area that has the problem though. I mean, this is the area you would expect to have the problem, because if there's anywhere that water's going to wick back up inside, it's round here. But I need to have another look inside and sanity check. I'd love to know how long it's been since these have been cleaned out. I bet it's a long time. I'll do the rest from along there. I will give this a wash out with some clean water once I'm done, just to start this woman to go on. But you see here, I don't know if you can see this, that's all kind of folded up. I don't think it should be. That might be a bit better. Other than that, not a lot to report up here, this weird tile. Can't get it any further up. Well, that tile's broken, so we've got one broken tile here. That's not great, but hopefully there's a bit of felt under it. Yeah, we've got felt under that, so I can see timber up there, but I think that felt is saving the day at the minute. Right, on to the next bit. Oh, it just smells lovely. Oh. Come on, we're nearly done. Nearly done. Just get this out. It's pretty good. Pretty good. The flow on this gut is weird. See, it's flowing. The water's flowing that way, but there's no downpipe round that way. That's not going to help matters either. But the downpipe over there, it doesn't look blocked, but there's quite a lot of detritus around it. I'll try and clear that a little bit. Get some clean water. Might have to do a couple of buckets. The flow of these gutters is terrible. It's all sitting around that corner, which isn't good news. Yeah, that's not great. Badly installed gutters, look at this. It's all just sitting in that corner. The downpipe is, the downpipe's over there, but that's uphill from here. So this doesn't really stand a chance of that water running away. And yeah, I need to check if that is the problem area though. That's the weird thing, is that the problem area is this bit, not this bit. But, I mean, that's definitely a problem. That's going to cause all sorts of issues. Needs to get sorted out. But when they do the extension and do the new roof, and just see there's a tile slipped at the end there, but I'm not too bothered about that because that whole section of roof up there is going to have to come off. What we can do is, when they do that, we'll put a better fall on the gutters and try and sort this problem out. Other than that, we're okay for now. Slightly iffy tile kind of around there, but other than that, I think we're all right. We'll run another quick bucket of water through the front gutters, and that'll do for this bit. So yeah, that is weird, because that's the area where the water is gathering behind this bit here. But as you can see, the wall around there is fine. The weird damp marks kind of kick in from here. And it's mainly this area that has the kind of spots of mould and whatnot. I don't know, it might just be condensation, it might be nothing to worry about. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a wash down with bleach and see if it comes back, and we'll see. I mean, that guttering definitely needs sorted. That is going to be a problem. You can't have water that just pools in one area and potentially it might wick back up through these joists. I mean, these feel pretty solid, but yeah, I'll give it a wash down, and we'll leave it at that for now, but the guttering definitely needs some attention. No, it is. I'm going to spray it as well. So I forgot to mention while I was up there as well, but underneath the eaves there, you can see where all the paint's kind of come off around those edges. I don't know if you can see, but the wood, it's not rotten, but it's not great. But that is the area where all the water in the guttering is just gathering. It's just badly installed guttering, basically. There should be a much better fall coming all the way along there to the downpipe. We've got a cast iron downpipe coming down here, but just to give you a gauge of what we're dealing with, it switches from cast iron to plastic near the bottom. And yeah, just pencil note, guys, if you're ever putting water pipes in, little pipes into big pipes, never the other way around. Water doesn't work like that. Right, we'll quickly sort this door out. I'm not going to be putting an enormous amount of care and attention into this because this is all coming out anyway. But I just wanted to show you my approach to a job like this. It's going to be very rough and ready, but I'll just show you what's going on here. It is absolutely, definitely catching at the top a lot. So I can easily take, it's not too bad over here, so I'm going to take a little bit more off on that side. I'm just going to mark it with a pencil. I'll probably take about 5mm off on that side, and we'll take a little bit off here as well, probably just a couple of mil. I think it's catching on the bottom as well, so I'm going to take a little bit off along the bottom there. But we've got a bit of a problem with the side here because, I can actually open it. You can see that's been attacked with a planer very badly over the years, I think. So I'm going to have to take a little bit off this outer edge, but obviously we've got the lock in the road, so I'm going to have to take the lock off first, but I'll take that out, whip the door off, trim a bit off this edge best I can, a bit off the top and bottom, and hopefully I'll actually be able to lock the door. Right, final bit I want to do is put a bit of primer on this. Again, it's not going to look pretty, it's just white primer, but hopefully it'll protect the door enough to stop it from expanding any more and taking in any more moisture. I'm going to have to just kind of lean under there to do that bit, but we'll quickly shove this on and then that's us done. It'll last long enough because in a couple of months this is all coming out anyway, so I'm really not precious about it at all, but I just want it to last for another couple of months, and for the door to be able to be locked, just to keep the property secure. Not that it really matters, I mean the place is empty anyway, and I take all my tools home, so it's no real point, but I want to keep it vaguely secure. I'm going to have to do this from underneath. It's a bit of a pain, but not great. I should have done it when the door was off, but I'm deliberately going over this edge because there's loads of missing bits of paint around here, so I'm deliberately going around this corner just to try and seal the wood as best as I can. I will clean it up in a minute. That's alright. Too bad on this side, but again, I'm just getting it right round that edge. I'll wipe off the excess in a minute. It's just water-based primer that I'm using. It's just to try and get it into anywhere where dampness is likely to get into the wood. I'll give that a wipe down. As I say, I'm not precious about it. All of this is coming out. But that'll be enough primer in the pores of the wood there just to seal it a little bit and just to stop it expanding anymore. And that is us. All done. As I say, it's not going to win any awards for neatness, but it'll do the job temporarily for now. And it now shuts and locks, and hopefully it'll not swell up anymore. As I say, not my best work, but it'll do, and it's getting dark. Quite a busy day. Folks, that just leaves me to say, have a wonderful Christmas. I'm well aware 2020 has been a bit rubbish, and I think the best thing we can do is just not talk about it and start again in 2021. It's time to move on, get back to normal, and just put this whole sordid mess behind us, I think. There is an extra bonus video over on the member zone where I'm chatting about, well, I'm giving you a bit of a kind of quick tour of what I've done so far. A few things that you haven't seen yet because the videos haven't come out yet, but kind of an up-to-date version of where we are at the minute. And I'm breaking down some of the costs that I've had so far as well. And I'll tell you a little bit about what the extension's going to cost as well. So if you're interested in that, don't forget you can support the channel directly over on the Gosforth Handyman members zone, members.gosforthhandyman.com. £2 a month, you get a whole load of extra content that hopefully you'll find useful and you'll get value out of it. Anyway, for now, guys, have an amazing Christmas, have an amazing New Year, and I'll catch up with you all very soon. Tatty bye.